Do you need to be worried about your blood sugar if you're not a diabetic? As a dietitian, this is something I'm asked about all the time. And I think part of the reason is videos like this one, which went viral on TikTok a while back with 4.2 million views, actually surface. Take a look.
I'm going to be eating a Chipotle burrito and testing it on my NutriSense glucose monitor. All right, so I went with chicken. I have brown rice, no beans. We've got cheese, lettuce, pico, and sour cream. Just for comparison, this was Chick-fil-A. I had a chicken sandwich, french fries, and water. As you can see, very fast increase and a very fast decrease. This is what happened when I ate McDonald's. Quarter pounder with cheese, french fries, and water. Very fast increase and a very slow decrease. All right, you ready for this? This is what happened when I ate Chipotle. Very fast increase and another very slow decrease. My initial thought is that the combination of refined carbohydrates and fats is not a good thing.
The guy in this video does not have diabetes, which is a typical reason someone would use a continuous glucose monitor like the one he's wearing in the video. Instead, this person makes videos showing the impact of different meals on your blood sugar levels. Now in this clip, as you saw, a Chipotle burrito caused an increase in blood glucose, followed by a slow decrease. But the main thing you might be asking yourself after watching this video is, but what's the problem here? And in today's video, I'm going to explain the science behind blood sugar and whether it's something you need to worry about if your goal is weight loss or even if it's just overall health. So make sure you keep watching. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Andres here, and this week our video is all about blood sugar, including how it works, whether you need to worry about it when you're trying to lose weight, and the debated topic of continuous glucose monitors or CGMs. But first, a quick introduction if you're new here. My name is Andres Ayesta. I'm a dietitian who works with career-focused parents, entrepreneurs, and busy professionals who are trying to improve their nutrition, lose weight, and show up as the best version that they can be of themselves every day. If that sounds like you, and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the button below and also tap the little bell icon to be notified when my new videos go live every single week. Now let's get into this week's topic. To start off, I want to give you a quick blood sugar 101 lesson to explain what we're looking at in these graphs that were in the video that I showed you at the very beginning. Basically, when you eat carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose, which is the basic unit broken down from those carbs and that your body uses. This glucose goes into your bloodstream and causes your blood sugar levels to start to rise. Now this is where insulin comes in. Insulin is a hormone that is made by your pancreas, and it helps move glucose from your blood into your cells so they can be used for energy. You can think of insulin like a key that unlocks your cells to let the glucose in. Or the way sometimes I explain it is like insulin is like the person that goes and knocks the doors of the cells to say, open up, we got way too much stuff here. We need you to take some glucose because we need to kind of lower the levels. Once the glucose moves from the blood into the cells, your blood sugar levels go down. And that's where we see that decrease in the blood sugar graph. Certain foods and food combinations have different effects on your blood sugar. For example, if you eat simple carbs like candy or anything that has a higher content of sugar and low fiber, you'll get a quick spike and a big drop in blood sugar, which most likely will cause bursts of energy followed by feeling tired, sluggish, or oftentimes also causing food craving. This is where they tell you do not give sugar to kids before they go to bed because they're gonna have this massive rush of energy. Overall, keeping your blood sugar levels relatively steady and avoiding big spikes is important for your health and helpful if your goal is also weight loss. Not only will it help you to avoid those energy crashes and cravings, but over time, repeated blood sugar spikes can increase the risk of developing insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is a condition where the body cells become less responsive to insulin. It's kind of like they're knocking and they're not really listening that somebody's knocking the door. As a result, the pancreas produces more insulin to compensate, leading to higher levels of insulin in the blood. Over time, this can cause blood sugar levels to rise, eventually leading to prediabetes or type 2 diabetes if it's not managed properly. When it comes down to managing your blood sugar, the main recommendation I give to my clients are to pair carbs with a source of protein, healthy fats, and fiber, since all of these things are going to help you reduce your blood sugar spikes by slowing the digestion of carbs. But I really want to emphasize here that just because carbs cause an increase in blood sugar does not make them bad or something that you need to avoid. Increases and decreases in blood sugar are a natural, healthy response to eating any type of food, particularly carbohydrates. And the only time we start to run into issues is if you're eating a lot of simple carbs on their own and getting frequent spikes in blood sugar. It's kind of like you're spiking and you're kind of getting that crash and spiking and crashing, spiking and crashing, which tends to be a common diet for many people nowadays. Carbs within the context of a balanced diet are healthy and an important important source of energy, so we don't have to make them the bad guy in the movie. Now, this brings me to the topic of whether it's important to be measuring or micromanaging your blood sugar levels. Up until recently, the only people wearing these devices, or CGMs, or continuous glucose monitors, were type 1 diabetics. Why? Because type 1 diabetics, unlike type 2s, they lack the production of insulin, so they don't even have any type of insulin being produced, and they require a tight control of blood sugars through insulin pumps and injections. But more and more companies now are coming up with these devices to advertise to the general public, claiming that it's going to help you fix your metabolic health and that we need to avoid blood sugar spikes at all costs, when, as I mentioned earlier, it's a perfectly normal process. You will have daily blood sugar excursions up and down, but you don't really need to be spending $400 a month. I think that's the cost of some of these devices, just to tell you something you may not need to know based on how you manage your nutritional habits. If anything, this can create fear and over-obsession with numbers and data that can lead to disordered eating patterns. Now, I have personally never worn CGMs, but I'll be honest, I have been interested and curious about the information it gives me, but it's mostly because I'm a nerd when it comes down to data and numbers. This is, for example, why I wear a Whoop, and I track my sleep and my recovery and a bunch of other stuff. But I'm really obsessed with the information of this, but rather use it to make decisions and improve some of my health outcomes, which it could be said that some of these people are using those CGMs for that reason. It would be the same with CGMs, except this is a bit more intensive because you're required to wear a portable catheter to monitor your blood sugar levels at all time. Now, if you have extra money to drop into this because you're just simply curious, sure, but understand that blood sugar levels peaks and valleys are completely expected and normal. Want to control your blood sugar levels without the need to monitor what's happening at every single time? Focus on protein at every meal, higher fiber consumption. This has been shown in multiple studies and research to reduce glucose spikes, as this food slow down gastric emptying and absorption, not only keeping you fuller longer, but also having better control over your blood sugar levels and your blood glucose levels. If you're suspecting you have issues with your blood sugar or your insulin resistance, instead of starting to wear these things, just go get some blood work to assess your hemoglobin A1C, which is a marker that reflects the average of your blood sugar levels over the past 3 months, and that will give you a better information around that. And that's gonna give you a good snapshot of whether or not you need to be worried about blood sugar management. Even so, CGMs are not gonna be a requirement for you to be able to do it properly. I think this is a good place to stop here. Got questions about this topic? I would love for you to tell me what your thoughts are. Drop a question in the comment if you have them and let me know. Now, if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss anything from me and the next content that comes out in my channel. See you next week.